Once again,
trumpets are playing in the background majestically and beautifully.
Not
Welcome,
the
everybody, to Krumbis Bumbis and the Burgie Boys. We are the Burgie Boys, and all hail Krumbis Bumbis.
All hail!
How's it going, lads? How's it been since we last spoke?
I've just woken up. I've got my sleeping bag. My name is Porcheg. Welcome to the podcast.
Oh, holy shit! We've actually remembered right at the beginning.
I took notes before we started about things I want to talk about, and I completely forgot to write down and do the intro.
Just tell your names.
I'm Monkey of Mist.
I am El Cheesefunds, also known as Cheesefund, or Liam.
Or El
I'll
Chapo.
be referred to as many things during this podcast. Guys, can I just start off with the little boner that I've got in my pocket and talk about that for a second?
That sounds like a series of inappropriate children's
Wait,
books.
before I start, I wanna do a little housekeeping thing, just because there was a little bit of confusion on last week's podcast.
Uh-huh.
So we're gonna read the comments at the end of most podcasts, but usually after we upload one, we record one right after, so there's not a lot of comments on it. So there'll be at least comments every second week.
Yeah.
If people are confused by that.
Even better, we could read the ones from the week before.
Well, that's why it'll be every second week.
No, but then the next week after that, there'll be
Why you gotta make it confusing? I just explained it in the baseline way possible.
In the kind of most stupid way you could possibly say it, though. It's like...
We will always try and read all the comments we see, and if there isn't any comments for us to see at the time of recording, we won't read them because there aren't there.
Yes.
Unless
because we usually record right after we upload.
Good stuff.
There's no comments.
If we read the ones from the podcast that was put up the week before we're actually recording, then
that was my point.
Oh, fuck. I will say this as well.
There'll be comments on the one that's on the week that we're recording the next podcast, so we would read it on the next one.
Before we get going, I just want to say
so
also,
in 2 weeks.
we are on iTunes now and other podcast apps that automatically connect to iTunes, like Pocket Casts and all the other ones. So if you want to listen to this on your phone or out and about, you can do that. Download it, leave us a rating, give us leave a review. That really helps it a lot, and also we can read them on the podcast, and that'll be cool.
Yeah, also helps people find us.
Exactly.
So back to my boner
In your pocket. The children's book coming out in 2019.
Literally seconds before we started recording this, I saw somebody tweeting about a certain... You know how I always talk about how I'm fed up with Marvel movies, and you're always just waiting for that one character?
Yeah.
The Venom teaser trailer just dropped.
Did it get dropped? I have not watched it. Do you want to watch it live along with the podcast?
No.
No, we don't want to do that?
No, because it sounds like a hassle to edit. You guys are just going to have to believe me.
Okay.
I don't believe you.
Tom Hardy is Venom, and that's pretty much all we know. The trailer looks really stupid and dumb.
Well, the movie's called Venom, so it's all based around him as the main character rather than Spider-Man Venom or something like that.
Yep, it's just a movie about Venom starring Tom Hardy, who's an amazing actor. They seem to be going for a darker approach kind of deal. It's still got he's whistling the Up theme at one point. You don't actually see Venom.
Oh, really?
You see him not as Venom, and he's doing all this some people are really dark and edgy, he does that whole deal. So it's probably gonna be trash, but I'm just excited because it raises the possibility of Carnage being in the movie.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And I like Carnage a lot.
When I go see a superhero movie, I want to see them being a superhero. I don't really care about all their brooding my life is terrible. My parents were eaten by a grizzly bear, and then I live by myself, and I hate my life.
Oh man, but Grizzly Bear Man is amazing. He's one of my favorite heroes. That the second episode of season 2 of Grizzly Bear Man was actually really heart wrenching.
It was pretty rough.
So yeah, my issue with superhero movies is the fact that
They're
they're
all
always
shit.
no, it's the fact that they go, oh, I'm this really big superhero who's obviously got so many years under the belt, actually knowing what is the best thing to do and all that, until it actually comes up to the movie where it's oh, I'm going to do the most obvious and stupid thing I could actually do, and it was something that a child wouldn't even think about doing. And then we're going to have to go through the whole story arc of learning from this stupid mistake that I was obviously stupid about.
Yeah, but then if they didn't make any mistakes, they'd be there'd be Superman and nobody would have any pity for him.
Yeah.
You know, you need to root for them. They need to make mistakes because otherwise you don't care.
Well, I'll give you an example for the first movie.
All right, Grizzly Bear Man.
Yeah.
Cool, let's go.
It's the whole, I'm going to go and defy my dad and go and attack this world because they are all assholes. Ha! And then, obviously, the dad's obviously going, that's not the right thing. I didn't teach you to be like that. It's like years and years of saying, this is how we do it and this is what we don't want you to do. For him to turn around on one day and just go, this is what I'm doing. And then by the end of the day of the next, in film, he's already been like, I do not think this is a right thing to do. I am just and this is exactly how I feel now.
Called a character arc, Misty.
Exactly, the character arcs are stupid. They do it so
Who would have thought
dumb.
that kids would relate to rebelling against their parents and then actually being proven wrong? Who would have thought that would be a relatable story?
You know what I'm really looking forward to? Is the live-action Neko No Dorobo film with Grizzly Bear Man, the fight. Neko No Dorobo versus Grizzly Bear Man.
The anime is good. Manga's better, but the anime is good, and the live action is even better.
Can we pull the Burgie Boys aside for a second? And we were theorizing last night,
Take a sidebar.
late last night. Anybody who's not a Burgie Boy, turn your ears off for a second.
Alright.
Okay,
Switch
we
them
have
off.
a plan.
We'll know.
Porcheg.
We'll know if you don't switch them off.
Krumbis will know. Krumbis knows all.
Exactly. All right.
So we have a plan. And the plan is to create loads of Neko No Dorobo related material.
Okay.
And then tweet it out with confidence.
Right.
So, we were talking to Games the Monkey last night. And we tweeted out the manga image that I
Yes,
drew.
which I really... If you haven't seen it, go and hop on at Cheesefunds Twitter. Take a look. It's so good.
So the idea being that he said that you should upload thumbnails onto like Crunchyroll and stuff and then screenshot it and be like, just watched all of this, it was amazing. And just not give anything away. Like it's a big secret. So like you just talk about it as if it's a thing that already exists. Never relate it back to Krumbis, okay? Other than like, I guess like...
The name in itself will relate back eventually, I guess.
Yeah. But you just talk about it as if it's a show you've watched, as if the characters were great. I'm gonna just keep trying to plunge stuff out. So I think we're gonna go for like a Netflix thumbnail and rate it 5 stars and stuff.
That's a great idea.
We need
I
to
like
find-
this idea.
We should pretend it's on Amazon and it's behind a paywall, so folk are going, I've not seen it because it's behind a paywall. That's what it is.
So we need the Burgie Boys to be on the track and spotting any Neko No Dorobo material and then backing it up with like, man, Petunia Melrose's character arc was amazing, so much better than Thor's, you know?
Yeah.
Petunia Melrose is actually a great name for a character. Holy crap. Petunia Melrose. Oh my god, that's great. I like that
And she's
a
a
lot.
gardener.
Petunia Melrose is the best girl. She's my wife.
I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad. So this is our little plan. Our first cult outing is just to trick the masses into, because we're hoping that eventually we'll have a snowball effect where people just pretend they know, you know,
Yeah.
and we'll have tricked people into thinking they've seen it when it doesn't actually exist. Boom, stage is up. We hit up Kickstarter. We have ourselves an animation studio by the end of the year.
Oh man, this is a great idea. I like it a lot. Tweet it out. Find the image. Tweet it out. Say you'll really like the show. It'd be good.
So you really like the manga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But say you haven't seen it because it's the anime's not on Netflix yet, so you can't judge. Basically, just we're memeing the world hard, and I'll try and draw things out more. We'll see what happens. But this is what we stayed up late talking about last night: how to trick the world.
It's good. I like
Good.
it a lot. This will play well into the what's it called? Fanfics if they're ever being
Yeah.
written as well. It'd be good.
Stage 2 can be Grizzly Bear Man.
Yep.
We'll bring that in. If people start catching on to Neko No Dorobo, we've got a backup plan. Grizzly Bear Man starring Keanu Reeves.
Oh man.
Lots of ideas, lots of new ideas. I've just totally dominated the conversation. Do any of you guys have anything you want to talk about? Anything that you've done in the past week that's struck a point of interest?
I would really say it's interest, but I've been starting to try drinking coffee.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Well, damn. Is it
I don't
okay?
like the taste of it, but it's...
Why are you drinking it then?
Caffeine.
Right.
I'm struggling to wake up a lot. Hold on, I need a drink of something because my throat. Hold on.
Oh yeah, I struggle with that too. Let me just quickly get this refreshing energy drink.
This Neko No Dorobo brand. You know, in Neko No Dorobo, the only energy drink that Primrose... What was her name again? Fuck. The only drink that...
Petunia Melrose.
The only drink that Petunia Melrose drinks is the energy drink. The refreshing energy drink beverage called... Help me out.
Krumbis Bismarck.
Krumbis Bismarck.
Yeah, I don't know.
Wacky Punch.
The Wacky Punch, yeah. That's what it is. Wacky Punch. Everyone drinks
Wacky Punch energy juice.
It's the tastiest.
That's the.
We gotta get in on that deep floor.
But yeah,
Also, still waiting on I want to do a live reading.
Yes.
If anybody's working on scripts,
Please.
I know these things take time. Also, holy shit! Announcements. Yesterday, our good friend Jeff
Oh, yeah?
messaged me and asked for the Krumbis audio. He's doing an animation.
Oh,
He's doing an animation of the Milk is Cancer episode, so we'll see what happens with that. Okay, I feel like we're just jerking our own dicks right now. I'm gonna change the topic. I'm just very
I want to ask
excited.
Misty about coffee for a second.
Yeah, go coffee.
yeah. Basically, before getting told I was like diabetic and stuff, I was drinking like shit tons of Coca-Cola,
Yes.
and
I remember.
Yeah, we
that
saw
had,
that.
like shit tons of caffeine in it as well.
It does.
So I was
also
always
remember
fine
that.
for like just waking up in time and just literally going. Now I struggle to get out of bed and stuff, so it's like either coffee or like cans of energy drink, which is probably just as bad as
I have a
as the
suggestion.
Coke. So I was like, I'll try drinking coffee.
I have a suggestion, and I know this is radical, right? And it's kind of insane, right? But
I'm ready for it. I know
hear
what
me
it
out.
is.
Wait a second, okay? Wait a second. Just open your mind to the possibility of sleeping more.
Well, that's the thing. I sleep for like 9-10 hours and still feel
You were up
tired in the
until
morning.
like 5 yesterday.
Yeah, but I'm forcing myself to get up and having a cup of coffee when I get up now.
If you went to bed earlier,
Yeah.
and you wouldn't have to force yourself to wake up, you just get up. There's a thing.
Well,
there's
even
a
if I'm like-
website I use called sleepyti.me, sleepy time.
Oh, okay, hold on.
And you
Yeah.
you put in the time you want to wake up or the time you're going to bed, and it tells you the most effective times to try and wake up based on your REM cycles. So like you sleep in like 90-minute increments of deep sleep, and then you like come out of it and go back into it. And if you wake up in the middle of one of those, it's so hard to get up, which is what happened to me today. It was like impossible. But then other times, if you set your alarm at like the end of one, it'll go off and you'll wake up and you'll feel like you'll just be ready to go, regardless almost of how much sleep you've had.
That's clever.
It's great. It's like saved me on days when I go to bed at 3 a.m. and I have to wake up at 7. It's only like a couple hours sleep I get, but
Tell me if I want to wake up at 9 o'clock in the morning, I should be sleeping at 12 a.m. or 1:30 a.m. or 3 a.m. or 4:30 a.m.
yeah.
Eh?
It's based off of like 90-minute increments. So if you count back 90 minutes from 9 o'clock in the morning, all the way back to whatever, you'll get 12 a.m. and then 1:30, because 1:30 is an hour and a half after 12. But I don't know. It helps me wake up and at proper times. That might help you out, but I don't know. What?
You know what helps me wake up? Having stuff to do,
Yeah.
which I haven't had in a long time.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
When I've got stuff to do, like I wake up no problem. We've talked about this before, but it's just like not being at uni and not having a job just gives me no purpose. So I'm like, well, I guess my computer's there, but my phone's here. I'll just stay in bed and watch YouTube videos from here.
Yeah, you just sort of go into a laziness coma.
Yeah, it's bad.
What kind of coffee do you drink? Is it like instant stuff, or do you have like a proper, like...
Instant.
okay.
Put like 2 sugars and vanilla syrup in it.
Maybe we
actually
should start getting
tastes
like
kinda
fancy
nice now.
coffees.
Yeah, get like a wacky coffee machine and like
Yeah,
get filter
like craft coffees.
Spend
Get myself
40
an
minutes.
espresso mocha.
You know what would really
whatever.
wake you up in the morning is spending 40 minutes making one cup of coffee.
Or just tank a bottle of whiskey and see what happens.
Yeah, that'd probably do
I
as
wouldn't be
well.
able to drive. That's the issue.
I feel like when I drink coffee in
You're
the
a
morning,
walking distance to the uni.
I know, but I wouldn't be able to drive for the rest of the day.
Yeah, but you'd be able to
It's like-
walk.
Well, you don't have to
Well,
drive. That means you can drink more whiskey. Solving problems as they appear. This is great.
See, he says you'll be able to walk, but if I've tanked a bottle of whiskey, I doubt I'd be able to walk.
You'd walk somewhere, you just wouldn't remember it.
Like, what the fuck am I doing here?
You walk somewhere, you're just not sure where that's going to be.
It's like, can't
As
you
well,
see I'm
like a
studying
big
here? I'm sitting at a bar. It's like, I'm studying, guys. Leave me alone.
A big factor as well is like trying to wake up and have a good sleeping pattern is like health and fitness, which mine is atrocious.
Yeah.
I just eat crap and don't do any exercise, and I'm at the stage now where I'm like, I need to get myself in some sort of like fitness routine. I think once I start getting paid, I'll probably go to the gym because there's a gym walking distance from me, and all the gyms in like the area that we live are like under one pay pass.
Well,
So
I'll tell
if you pay for one, you can go to all the ones in our county.
Yeah, it's really
I'll
good,
tell you
so.
what I can do for you, Cheese. Save you a little bit of money. What
I
I'll
can't
do
wait for
is
this hilarious joke. I'm
I'll
ready.
just tie a rope around your wrists and strap it to the back of the car, and we can make you run. Because you have to run. Just drag you from behind the car.
We'll make you run because you have to run.
Because if
Welcome
you
to
don't, you die.
Mistys Gym, where we make you run because you
I mean,
have to
you
run.
don't get better motivation than that, you know?
Very good.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Plan. Misty Gym, 2018.
Welcome to
Coming
Mistys Gym,
coming to a
where you
street
get
near
thin
you.
because we don't feed you.
Mistys Gym, where we specialize in bug Pokemon.
Misty's a
Sport
water
Pokemon.
Pokemon trainer.
You fucking idiot.
I don't know the Pokemon very good. I'm sorry. I thought about that like whilst you guys were joking around. I was like, I'm ready.
Gotta love
I'm
those
ready.
bug types that live underwater, right?
10 out of 10 for effort, 0 out of 10 for execution.
I'm sorry, guys. I'll let you down.
Oh my God.
Don't worry, I won't let you down. I'll drag you faster and faster.
Another thing that I want to get into as well is airsoft at some point.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that'll be good enough exercise for you.
That's the
And you're a
thing, like,
skinny fuck, so you'll be able to dodge quite easily.
I can't imagine myself going to the gym and like on a regular basis because it's just not fun. But like I play badminton with my brother, and I can imagine going to play airsoft, and that's like tricking my body into doing exercise. I'm totally
Yeah,
doing
I
that
think
kind of
that's
stuff.
like the best way to do it is like tricking yourself.
Yeah.
It was like when I used to go rock climbing when I was at high school. And I was like, oh, this is an exercise. This is climbing.
This is fun.
But really, like, you're like destroying yourself.
Rock climbing is hard. It's really difficult.
I don't think I could do it now.
Yeah.
I used to be so much more not a chub lord.
I don't think I could do the gym either. I did it a couple of times, and it's just I just found it boring. That's the main thing. It's just boring running on a treadmill or.
I find the gym isn't boring when I'm listening to the Krumbis Bumbis podcast.
Yeah,
But I didn't have it at the time. Therefore
That's
it
true.
was boring
But
at
you
the
do.
time.
Join the gym today and listen to the podcast.
when we were at high school as well, we had a fitness room, and that was like my most fun thing to do. And I think I'd be good at a gym. I could do it. I could handle it. I'd have fun.
We should just go back to
That's
our,
like-
our high school and go to the
I
fitness
spent
room.
like double periods in the fitness room and just like do sit-ups for like 2 hours.
Goddamn. I used to like the rowing machine, but like I don't know. If we had a choice for PE, I would rather done table tennis or basketball, and everyone was like, "Let's play football again for the billionth time."
Man, yeah, everyone just plays football.
Rugby was my one.
Oh, I like
gotta
rugby as
love
well.
rugby.
But I don't think we ever played rugby in our PE class, did we, Liam?
I played it once, and the biggest guy stood on my head.
I know who you're talking about.
He is a big boy.
Yeah, he's huge.
He actually, I don't know if this is true. This might just be high school rumors, but he played on the actual rugby team, and he was massive. But apparently, like, broke someone's neck or something. So any team that wanted to play against him had to sign a waiver. So
Nah,
what
that's
the rumor
bullshit.
was. Yeah, so that part sounds.
I don't know.
Like
he
BS.
was like he was like Hagrid's giant level.
He did bust someone's ball as well. That's the thing that was legit. He tackled someone and one of their balls popped out of their nutsack. he has a rubber one now.
It's rough. He once punched me in the arm and it was dead for an entire class period. That was fun.
He once asked if I wanted to eat a spicy chili, but he didn't tell me that they'd put acid in it in their science class, so I just chomped the whole thing.
He once lived in the clouds, and when somebody invaded his land, he went fee-fi-fo-fum.
And his name was...
Krumbis Bumbis.
Petunia Melrose or whatever.
Oh my god, the lore! The lore is
Petunia
real.
Melrose is his mum. She's the one who grew the beans. There you go. There's some lore.
Okay. He was such a big boy, though. Okay, hold on. Let me refer to my list here. There's 2 things on my list.
Okay.
Number 1 was Venom.
Okay, yeah.
Number 2 is Snoop Dogg.
What's he
Snoop
done?
Dogg.
So Snoop Dogg, for anyone who's unfamiliar,
Oh, I
is a
think you
man.
mentioned this. I think I know what you're talking about here.
Snoop Dogg is a flippin' clown. He's a huge asshole. So, Snoop Dogg has started streaming on Twitch.
Really?
Okay.
That's great.
But there's a twist here, okay? Because plenty of celebrities have streamed on Twitch. That's fine. For some reason, Snoop Dogg's streaming on Twitch, but he's not actually playing the game, but there's gameplay footage.
What?
And he'll pretend to be playing the game.
Why?
And
though?
there's numerous I don't know, and I can't figure it out.
But he has played games before, so it's not like he's going, oh, I don't know how to play the game, therefore I'm going to pretend I'm
There's
playing
He's
the
not
game.
the Battlefield
numerous
1
cli-
opening thing.
Yeah, he was on Battlefield 1.
There's numerous clips of him on Twitch where he's playing the game. These are in air quotes, playing the game. Then both of his hands come out and he starts lighting up his joint, and the game's still going. He's running around and he's doing like numerous motions where he's running and strafing and hitting things whilst he's just lighting his joint.
That's so weird.
I don't. It's baffling to me, and I don't get it. I don't.
I mean, I guess like okay, it might like if I was Snoop Dogg, I'd be like, I want to smoke some joints. I want to talk to some people. I'm just gonna sit in this room and talk to some people. How can I achieve that? Twitch, boom, and he gets his buddy to play, and he just sits there and smokes and talks to chat.
I don't even know how much he like interacts with chat though. I haven't been to one of his streams though, I suppose, but all the clips he's just like, yeah, smash it, world, smash it, yeah. That's him lighting his cigarette.
So basically, all he's doing is he's sitting there smoking joints with gameplay footage in the background and not responding to anything. So he's. I
can't comment on the responding or not, but it didn't. From what the clips that I've seen, but they were like just a few clips of him,
Man,
taking both his hands off the keyboard. Very strange.
What's he been playing?
But then. The thing is, as well, is I'm like, is it for publicity? Snoop Dogg doesn't need publicity. Everyone knows who Snoop Dogg is.
If there's one person who doesn't need publicity, it's Snoop Dogg. For
If
sure.
anyone doesn't need Snoop Dogg, it's publicity.
That's right. And that is strange.
Yeah. So that was my second point, and I was just baffled. I wanted to hear what you guys had to think about it. Maybe we'd leave talk about, your opinions of celebrities crossing into new media,
Well, speaking of that, actually, Will Smith put a music video out recently where he was making fun of his son's music video.
What,
Really?
on YouTube?
Yeah, on YouTube.
That's amazing.
He did a parody of his son's music video, and it was just him taking the piss out of his kid, which is pretty funny.
That's funny.
Yeah, I'm all on board with celebs, switching to different platforms and stuff. As long as they're using their own kind of own social things to advertise it, rather than things like YouTube and stuff advertising them specifically.
But I mean, YouTube know that they're going to get views, so they just chuck them up there.
It's it just feels like a kick in the teeth when it's like somebody who's obviously going to have a massive YouTube channel because of the fact that they're already famous, getting a big shout out from YouTube and all that straight off. When you've
That makes YouTube money though, business way.
yeah.
YouTube's less of a website where you upload funny little clips of random things you've done, and it's more about the shows and the episodes and series that you can monetize and chuck out there for
Big productions and big names is the deal now.
Like the Slow Mo guys have a new series thing now. Where they're
every episode's a celebrity.
every episode is a celebrity, and they're traveling all over the place, and it's wacky.
It's really good though.
It is good. I like it.
Yeah,
it's the kind of thing that I
can't fault
couldn't
it.
imagine ever being on YouTube when it first came out. Because when YouTube first came out, it was like, oh man, I want to watch people falling over, or was like You've Been Framed, but on the internet.
Cat videos, yeah.
And now it's just like a shittier Netflix.
Oh my god, by the way, since the Jake Paul thing as well, speaking of like...
Sorry, you say the Jake Paul thing, what? There's like 20 things this could be.
Oh, well, just like the Paul thing in general.
Okay.
Oh, that was my third topic. Fuck. Oh, shit. Okay, hold on.
Segue.
Just keep that thought. I'm not ready to segue.
Okay.
I want to cover this number one thing. Have you noticed that the adverts are like really weird, bad 90s adverts now? It's just like people are uploading these really crappy ads to YouTube.
No, I have not noticed.
Some of them are just like, you know how like you get like adverts for like CDs and stuff in the 90s, and it would be like an image of someone's face with text on the screen like, Petunia Melrose new album, 36 songs about love and tragedy, you know?
Yeah.
So I've had ones like that that's like, Petunia Melrose Samba album, emotions run high. And that's like stuff that I'm getting. But as well, I got one that was like, there's just really strange things. So I keep getting Bollywood ones.
Okay.
Oh.
Which I'm not using like a VPN that's changed my area code or anything. It's just giving me Bollywood adverts where it's like, two Bollywood actors go to Dubai. And I'm like fascinated by it because I'm like absorbed. Like, oh, okay, so
that's probably why you're getting them then, because you're fascinated by them.
He's like, Mohinder, we need to go to Dubai to film a music video, and he's like, I don't know if I'm ready to go to Dubai. And I'm like, what? What am I watching? So there's that, and then there's hand painting for kids.
Well, that makes sense for you.
I'm like, but they're all filmed in like 4x3, and like they look really weird and odd and bad, and like they're filmed on like ancient cameras. It's baffling.
That is quite strange.
The adverts are worse quality than the videos that I'm watching. Like the production of the videos is better than the adverts that are trying to sell me things. I don't fucking understand.
I mean, is it not based on your search history and stuff like that? Like, I'm opening a couple videos now. All right. I got one for written link.
Gay porn.
I got one for written link. I got one for a travel agency. This is a Jurassic World trailer.
See, I don't get trailers. I get like
Takeshi's Castle.
polls.
Oh, man.
All the ones I get on my ones is always just polls.
Polls?
Oh, have you heard of this product or this product from a video or a trailer lately? It's like, no, I've not heard of any of these because it's always fucking polls you give me.
What do you mean by polls? What polls?
If
Polish
you click
people?
on it, it's just like a black screen and it says start poll.
I never get these.
And it's like, what products have you heard of in adverts lately? And it's like Samsung, Apple, blah 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 blah, or none of the above. Or you can skip ad in the bottom right corner. And that's what I've been getting all the time. Have you not got these?
No.
No, I've told you what I've been getting. I've been getting really weird stuff.
I don't get them at all. I've just been getting these little polls. Then again, whenever I get something that I don't want to see, I just go into Google and just type in I hate and then the thing, like several times, before like so Google picks up on it and
Misty's guide to tailoring your YouTube videos. If you don't like
just want polls, then this
Jurassic
is what to do.
World, I hate Jurassic World. I hate Jurassic World. I hate Jurassic World.
Just do it 5 times into Google and it'll pick it up on the AdSense. It'll just
No wonder they give you polls. They're like, what is this guy like? He just constantly types in things that he hates into Google.
Oh man, you know what? Actually, hold on. I want to try and search something a bunch and see if I can get an ad for it on YouTube. What could you even search that would be I don't know, like Tide Pods.
Bitcoin. Search Bitcoin.
Yeah, you probably get a bunch of that.
I've had a few of those adverts. The Here in My Garage adverts, those spin-offs.
Yeah, I keep getting ones for like GTA where it's like, here's how you can make $1 billion trillion pounds in GTA Online with this simple app. Just download our 2 free apps and then you get the money. And I'm like, oh my god, this is such a con. It's so ridiculous.
I keep getting the guy that's like, he's wearing his backwards cap. He's like, listen, bro, I was just like you, eating spaghetti hoops out of my tabletop, and I was, how can I change this? How can I be the money man? And then I figured it out. Come into my garage and look at my Ferrari. This is my Ferrari. I've been earning money by reselling things on Amazon. This is how I'm rich. And I'm like, wow. okay. That's the advert.
Yeah.
Literally, his hack is like, I sell things. I'm like, that's called business, dude.
Oh god.
Go to Porcheg. Start googling something like "I love Bitcoin."
I'm not going to
I
do it
want to
live
see
on the
Bitcoin.
podcast. It'll take ages.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you wanted to do it
Take
so
a
you
while.
find out like at the end, like after like 10 times saying
But the thing
that,
is,
so-
my keyboard is so loud you can totally hear it when I type.
Copy and paste it. There you go.
Nah, don't worry about it. Okay, back to the Jake Paul thing. And the Logan Paul thing. Now, I don't want to like spend too long on this because everybody and their like gran is going to be talking about this, and then the more that we put Logan and Jake Paul in videos and talk about him, the more he gets suggested to people. YouTube have actually did a public apology about how much he turns up in suggested, but it's because everyone keeps tweeting about him and stuff. So he gets recommended to them, and they don't understand this. So the less you talk about him, the less he will appear.
Yeah.
But anyway, KSI and his brother are going to fight Logan Paul and Jake Paul.
Oh my god.
Like a legit fight. So KSI, who used to be like a FIFA YouTuber or something, he wants to challenge them to a boxing match. But Jake and Logan Paul want it to be an MMA fight. So they're hashing out details on legitimately punching each other's heads in.
This sounds like a great video to watch.
The thing is that annoys me is I'm gonna watch it. I don't want to watch either of their content. But I'm gonna watch them punch the crap out of each other. So I just wanted to talk about this. Your opinions on the whole thing, and then we can get onto like who do you think's gonna win the fight, you know?
I feel like this is just purely a publicity stunt. Like there's no way they hate each other
Definitely.
enough to fight each other.
No. They're probably in the DMs like, hey, you wanna make some money, dude?
yeah.
But there's a chance that one of them's gonna land a lucky punch and just knock someone's brain out the side of their head.
It's so scripted.
Oh, that'd be
They'll,
good.
like I would bet they hire a choreographer for the fight. I don't know.
I don't know, man.
What does KSI's brother look like? Is he just like a mountain of a man?
Who?
KSI's brother.
Nah, he looks like a wee twat.
Oh my god.
He's called Comedy Shorts Gamer or something on YouTube, and he's just really loud. He's like the same as KSI, but less popular.
Good stuff.
So the same as KSI then, right?
He's like, what's up, guys? It's me, Comedy Shorts Gamer here. I would like to use my mouth as a toilet. You know?
Oh my god, is that Comedy Shorts Gamer?
Yes, it's me, everybody.
Go kill yourself.
I would like to fight Jake Paul in a boxing match. Ask me anything.
So I guess like, who do you think would win then?
I'm gonna win, I'm Comedy Shorts Gamer! I've been in a total of 0 fights in my life, unless you count the fight with my top pant zipper. I think Jake and Logan Paul are gonna beat the crap out of them. I think KSI maybe stands a chance, because he's done boxing matches with other YouTubers
There's
before.
no point though in discussing who's gonna win now because it's gonna be so scripted. It doesn't even matter. Like, what's the?
It's not gonna be scripted.
Yeah.
It's not.
Sure.
It's not.
Keep telling yourself that.
No, it's not, because they've done boxing matches before where they went through the whole press circuit like they do at actual boxing matches. It's cringy and horrible.
Just like wrestling, right? Wrestling isn't scripted. That's all real.
Yeah,
Are you saying
obviously.
the boxing and MMA is scripted? Porcheg,
No, I'm
okay,
not saying the
there's-
boxing and MMA is scripted. What
there's
I
video
am saying
proof.
is
Listen, let me
Jake
get to my
Paul
fucking
and
point,
Logan Paul
Porcheg.
are a bunch of scripted bitches.
Okay, KSI has been in a fight with a guy called Joe Weller before, and although it wasn't scripted, it was super cringy and terrible.
Okay.
Because none of them can box. So what I'm thinking is, you know, Jake Paul and Logan Paul, they're pretty beefed up already for the look of it, you know, because they're like American strong boys. Like, look at us, 13-year-old girls, look at us, and they also have millions of dollars, so they'll just pay a trainer and they'll probably win.
So
Anyway,
KSI wants it to be a boxing match, and Logan Paul wants it to be
MMA fight,
MMA fight.
mixed martial
That
arts.
makes sense. Like I imagine because boxing is like a points match, right? Like
Yes.
you could, dodge around, be quick
could-
and stuff like that.
yeah.
Potentially take out somebody bigger than you. Whereas MMA is just beat the shit out of
MMA
the
is
other
actually
person.
beating the crap out of someone. It's difficult to script an MMA fight when you can literally see blood in the octagon.
Yeah.
Which makes it so much better.
Oh man.
Because you're saying it's going to be scripted, and as much as they're going to be like, hey, we're going to just cash in on this, like, Conor McGregor is the biggest con man of them all, where he was like, yes, I will fight in a boxing match, Floyd Mayweather, and I will beat you, and everyone was fooled, and he was like, millions of dollars, baby! So they're going through the same thing, but it's just good to see a YouTuber that I don't like or agree with on pretty much anything getting their head punched in either way.
I like it too. Don't worry.
It'll be,
I have a little bit of an update for some Logan Paul stuff as well. But
oh god, what's he doing now?
Just on an update as well, though, just quickly before I just to like add a full stop to the end of my comment, I totally think that they would beat the crap out of me. I'm not trying to say any of them are wimps. They would destroy me in one single punch.
Me and Porcheg will take on Logan Paul and Jake Paul. How's that?
When are we going to have a boxing match between us three?
Oh god.
we need a fourth. We need somebody to fill in so we can tag team. Or maybe us three versus one other person.
You two are built like fridges, and I'm just like this little bird-armed boy.
But you're quick then. You'd be quicker. You'd be able to get lots of little hits in. That's the whole thing about boxing. It's all about the hits and the impacts. It doesn't actually matter about who's stronger.
There's also this whole thing with weight classes.
All I can see in my head now is a fridge with bird arms.
Oh god.
But that's the thing. If you can get like lots and lots of little hits in and then run away, you technically would win.
That's usually how I operate in fights.
Yeah.
You know, just dodge until I can get a big swing in.
And run away.
It's not even that. Any fight that I've been in is just avoiding getting hit, and then just hitting somebody once, and then they're usually down.
If you did that in a boxing match, you'd win.
Yeah.
That is true. It's true.
Last fight I got in, I smashed somebody's face against a car, against the street.
No, not the last fight I got in, but a fight I got in, I left a dent in a phone box. It's still there too.
When people go on the Burgie Boys Krumbis Bumbis tour of all the hot spots of all the things we've ever done, that'll be one of the places they go. This is where Burgie Boy Cheesefund dented a phone box.
There we go. I was defending my woman's honor, just as a side note. I didn't go and pick the fight. Somebody said I walked into them whilst I was trying to order chips.
I said this in the same kind of town, which is our city.
Yes.
Near 101.
I was ordering chips, and then he was like, "Hey, you walked into me," and I was like, "I've been standing here the whole time." Then he walked into me and hit me in the face.
See, that sounds very similar to how the fight started off with I want to sit from where I was walking down the street.
It's the usual deal when you're in Scotland is somebody will just want to pick a fight.
Yeah, they walk
and then there's no way to avoid it.
Yeah.
But the problem is all my friends look like Porcheg and they're quite fridgy boys. Like they're all giant squares and I'm like this little scrawny bird arm thing. So you see like a bunch of people waiting for chips and then they just see me and they're like, he's the one.
Bird Arms and the Fridgy Boys is one of my favourite comics in the 90s.
Bird Arms and the Fridgy Boys. I love it. But yeah, basically he just couldn't land a hit on me, so he went and swung for my girlfriend instead, so I put his head into a phone box. And that's the only time I hit him, okay? Because fighting is bad. Don't do it. Unless it's an organised fight between you and a consenting individual.
Who has a YouTube channel.
Yeah. That's weird. Fighting's a lot like sexual intercourse, if you think about it.
Well, it's bad unless it's consenting.
Yeah.
If you don't do it right, you can have a child? I don't think I understand.
There's lots of fisting involved.
You have to get your hand right in inside, and then you can start swinging away.
It's all about points. There's a winner at the end.
And avoid the face. That's a general rule with everything.
Somebody was going to say something, and then we got sidetracked.
I don't remember what it was.
It was Logan Paul.
Oh, yeah, go for it, go.
Basically, yesterday, I seen a tweet from Keemstar. Basically the vidIQ of Logan Paul's videos lately.
vidIQ?
And he was still putting in like really dodgy stuff like Logan Paul's suicide forest, dead person, things like that in his tags.
Oh, asshole.
Yeah.
Of course he was.
And Keemstar called him out on that. But to add even more to this,
Keemstar hung himself.
Keemstar's account's now suspended on Twitter.
Really?
The last 10 minutes or 15 minutes since it's actually happened. Oh no, 20 minutes.
And everyone was very sad.
Newest tweet. So Keemstar's now suspended on Twitter, and I don't know if it's because of that.
It'll be It'll be because it'll be bullying, and then he'll get asked to delete the tweet, and then he'll get his account back. Same thing happened with I Hate Everything because he told his brother that he was gonna kill his whole family. So I Hate Everything, his brother tweeted him, and as a joke response, he was like, "Shut up, you! I'm gonna kill you and your whole family." And then, like 3 years later, Twitter found it and was like, "Your account's been suspended because you've been bullying someone." He's like, "I basically told my brother that I was going to kill myself." And
then Twitter was like, "You're bullying yourself.
You're bullying yourself. Stop."
And that's when he realized.
Anyway, I think that's a good time to stop the Logan Paul talk. Fuck that guy. But yeah, I'd go see that fight, depending on where it was. You know, if it was a place I could get to and I had the money, I'd probably go watch that in like the live event.
Can you imagine like the hordes of mega fans that would be there? Oh my god, it would be just impossible. Oh god.
Is there like an age limit to like sporting events?
18, because
really?
it's technically gambling. Because you can put money on the fights. That's how they do it, I think. In fact, no, actually,
like boxing matches and stuff.
It depends. Some of them places they allow alcohol for drinking at the ringside, and because of that, it makes it 18 plus. But sometimes
I'm guessing if they were to do it, they'd probably do it like so the kids could go, right? Because otherwise nobody would be there.
Yeah, maybe they just have no alcohol. It depends on where it is. Because think Vegas.
They're wanting to do it in LA.
Oh yeah, it'll probably be fine there. I think the last one
I want to do it in Vegas.
Yeah.
How cool would that be?
In Vegas, I think it's 18 plus.
Watch a YouTuber that you don't like get punched in the head.
Oh, there's a question for you. If you could choose two YouTubers to fight,
this seems like a
rather than KSI and Logan Paul or KSI and Jake Paul, who would be the two that you would choose?
Okay, here we go. Listen, I don't want anyone to be angry at me, okay? Because I'm not like, this isn't a personal attack. This is just a joke. It's just for fun. But probably Logan Paul and Grizzly Bear Man.
Man, Grizzly Bear Man would rip him in half, though.
Well, that's the point. That's my answer.
What about you, Porcheg?
I'm just trying to think of two YouTubers.
Grizzly Bear Man versus Grizzly Bear Man.
Oh my god, is all count?
The thing is with YouTubers, there's not a lot of them that are very physically
Well, I have two that I have in mind just because it would be absolutely hilarious to see it happen.
Okay.
Even though it's like no beef with the actual YouTubers or not actually hating the YouTubers, etc. But I would love to see...
to tweet this at the YouTubers that Misty's about to mention.
I would love to see iDubbbz and Filthy Frank go at it.
iDubbbz was gonna box Jinx.
Yeah.
At one
and Jinx
point.
was like, yeah, I'm all down for it, and then he backed out.
And they chickened out. Jinx would have beat the crap out of him.
Yeah, probably.
But, oh man, it would have been so good. I can't believe that didn't happen.
Ethan from H3H3 versus Keemstar.
I'm trying to think, like...
That would just be hilarious to watch.
Steven Subtic.
Yes!
And I'm trying to think of another bird-armed chicken boy. Maybe you, Liam.
Me?
You versus Steven Subtic.
Ross Boomsocks right here.
Oh my god, Ross Boomsocks versus Cheesefunds to find out who can wear
Ross
the red
Boomsocks beat the absolute crap out of me.
Probably would.
To determine who the real Beanie Boy is.
Yeah.
Russ. The thing is, right, nobody would know who they're cheering for.
Exactly. You're right. You both fall to the ground, right? And then...
The referee wouldn't be able to tell who wins.
Oh, man.
I hate that joke. I hate that it actually became a thing where it's just constantly getting mistaken for Ross Boomsocks. Other than the fact that he has a beanie and we have longish hair. Mine's just probably like way longer by now. we don't look very similar, and we definitely sound very different.
But he's Scottish and you're Scottish. That's pretty much all you need, right?
Of course. Well, that's me covered all the things that I want to talk about. I'm really happy because I came in prepared today. I'm pretty chuffed with myself.
Yeah, you get a gold star. Here you go. Here's
Yeah,
the gold
I got-
star for you. You can
I
put
got
it
like
on
a
your
whole bunch
shirt.
of conversation out of them as well. It's the first time that I've came with points and they didn't immediately get shut down. I remember when we started the podcast, I'd come with a list of things and I'd go, "Hey, let's talk about this," and Misty would be like, "Shut the fuck up."
I wasn't like that.
Let's cut to a clip. Oh, yep, there we go. Let's
Yeah, okay.
I'm not cutting that clip. I'm not gonna remember. Oh god, we're gonna get the timestamp on that, and I'll see if I can find anything.
45 minutes. I think it's more in the lines of just me and Porcheg tell you to shut the fuck up rather than just me.
Just constantly. We had like a little voice, like what's the word I'm looking for? Where you have a soundboard, where every button just
yeah.
says,
Get a
shut the fuck
soundboard
up,
of the,
Juice.
the podcast.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. If you can find out a way to make it get captured through Audacity, you can feel free, but I'm not editing that in.
The only thing that I've done, well, actually, me and you did, Liam. We went to a concert.
Oh, we did, yeah. Holy crap! It feels like it was so long ago
It
now.
was. It was the music of Star Wars, played by the Scottish Royal Orchestra something. Yeah.
It was really good.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Yeah, they played a bunch of Star Wars music. They also played Close Encounters of the Third Kind and some Superman music.
Yes,
Yeah, it's pretty good.
it was good. It's the first orchestra that I've been to see, live orchestra.
I've been to see my sister plays trumpet and cornet, and so she'll often be in like productions, like through her the music group she's in and stuff like that. When she was in high school, they used to have like shows and stuff at the end of the year, and it's like obviously the Scottish Royal Philharmonic Orchestra is better than a high school orchestra, but yeah, it was really cool hearing all the pieces and be able to like pick out the instruments and actually see them being played at that point in time.
The thing that I thought was the coolest about the whole thing is being able to see you see the music, you can see the rhythm of it because of like the violins moving and stuff, like the way everyone moves. It's very very relaxing watching people who are really good at stuff do stuff well. It was super cool. I just was constantly staring at everybody playing the violins.
I was constantly,
and I don't think I looked at anyone else.
I was constantly staring at everyone who wasn't currently playing a part because
yeah.
There's always people when they're not playing, they're just sitting there like looking at the sheet music and they look so dead inside because they probably like play the same music over and over and over again, night and night again. Like, and imagine
my favorite guy is the simple guy who would have to stand up like once a song and just hit them together, and then he sits back down for another like 20 minutes.
He'd like stand up like a couple of seconds before he'd have to do it, hit it, and then stand there for ages, and then slowly put them down, and then sit there on the seat, and it was just like, oh my god. That was actually the same guy who later on came to play the drums when they played the Cantina Band theme, and I was like, oh man, yeah, you're getting your bit, and that's good.
And then the bassist, the strap broke.
Bassist strap broke, and the conductor was like,
And then the
what an idiot!
conductor was bullying him. It was great. Wow. Music, guys. Wait, what's that here? Is that music approaching from the Royal
I wish
Orchestra?
they played this music at the Royal Orchestra. That's it.
Trump, it's time for Trump's tweets. It's time for Trump's tweets. Go on.
You cut out for us.
You got it for us as well.
I couldn't tell when it was ended.
I was like, is that... Oh, no, I just cut it.
I'm not editing that out because I said go on. That was your cue.
I'm not too sure about this one because of the fact that I'm not too sure if it's real or not.
Wow.
I'm just saying, if you get this wrong, John is going to grill you for months, so get ready.
Well, it was...
You better be checking those facts, Missy. This is your one job.
Well, it's not what he said. It was more of a response to what he said. And it seems to be like a meme that's been going along, but I think it's actually fake, but it's still funny. Right. He basically said, congratulations to the Philadelphia Eagles on a great Super Bowl victory. And there's like a meme one or a possible true response from the actual Philadelphia Eagles saying "Go fuck yourself," which is it sums up
Did the Eagles
America
win?
right now. The Philadelphia Eagles won.
Okay,
and,
I didn't watch the Super Bowl.
The Twitter account basically apparently.
But
said,
is it real though?
I can't tell. I've not seen the tweet. I've searched through the actual responses.
I need to know.
I know. I've been looking for a bit, but I can't.
All right, let me do my research here. Eagles.
It's not real.
It's not real.
Oh, that is such a
What a
shame.
terrible Trump's tweet episode. I'm really sorry, everyone.
That's fine. I
You've
can
let
replace
down.
it. He goes.
It's fake news. It's fake news.
It is actually fake news.
It's fake news. Oh my god! There's another bonus topic.
It's so exciting.
Sorry. It's just you said fake news, and then I was gonna say fake nudes, and then I realized that this is a topic that's actually really big right now. Have you heard
Kim?
about deep fakes?
I have, yeah.
Fakes.
Philip DeFranco was talking about it.
Philip DeFranco talked about it. Right. We're gonna go into the
Do you know
deep
what this is,
zone
Misty?
here.
Just before we go on.
You'll probably.
I'll
have to
explain
tell-
it so you know, because
Okay.
I'm gonna have to explain it for people who don't know anyway. Did you go and look for any of them?
Of course.
Of course you
Yeah,
did. Right. So there's this app and Reddit user called Deepfakes. I think some of my stuff might be wrong. I'm sure people will look into it and correct me. But basically, there's an app or a process where people could meld celebrities' faces. Well, this is what they used it for. The idea was that you can replace people's faces onto existing footage. Which created deepfakes not safe for work, where people were just getting celebrity faces and putting them on porn actresses, and then posting them places and getting loads of views.
Quite insane amount of like detail and
Some of them,
like believability.
the ones that are done well are unbelievably well done, and it's terrifying.
What I loved is that there was also a large amount of people photoshopping Nicolas Cage's face
Nick Cage, yes.
onto just random movie scenes. Oh,
It's so good. But at the moment, all the subreddits are banned as of yesterday, or yesterday of the day recording this. All of them have been taken down. But holy crap, it's so creepy. Everyone's just like, "Oh, I love this Black Mirror episode."
It is insane. Like as well, like it has like kind of insane implications. I saw a video that was released around about the same time that all this news story was breaking and stuff like that, of somebody who was like moving their face on the left, and on the right was a digital recreation of Donald Trump's face, and it looked like he was.
It's terrifying.
Insane. Like the only thing they're missing is the voice, and they could make like video evidence doesn't exist anymore. Like it can't be trusted because it could so easily be.
Yeah,
faked.
that's what I was gonna say. It's like it makes the legal process almost undoable for like CCTV and stuff. If you can just go in and deepfake it, there's so many like uses for this that like it's such a dark zone.
It is crazy.
What you can actually do with this is you can actually make a porn video and starring it, and then basically be like, "Oh no, that wasn't me. That was a deepfake video." Obviously,
Like obviously,
come
like
on now.
the technology isn't like 100% there yet. Like with Photoshop, you can still tell some images are Photoshop and stuff like that. Like with the footage,
And some of them are janky, like people have done it badly, but some of them look legit. Like they've tried to match the lighting and everything. It's real creepy. I went and I did my research. I took the bullet for you guys. You don't need to look them up. I went in there. I looked through all the evidence. Some of them
made sure to check
got
all
a bit
the
off.
evidence
I had to check all the evidence.
thoroughly.
I just seen one of the deepfakes. It was the Superman movie, and they swapped the girl with Nicolas Cage's face.
There's so many good
Just
Nick
titled
Cage ones.
Weirdest boner. I love it.
There's got to be a subreddit dedicated to just Nick
There's
Cage.
really
Reddit's
odd ones.
apparently banned them all.
No, but
It's
just
Twitter.
the Nick Cage on film.
They banned the safe for work ones as
Really?
well.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Yeah. It's it's under like certain grounds. There's certain grounds that they're doing it because it's like I don't know.
It's like it because it looks so real. it makes it feel like the person is being violated because they obviously didn't do that kind of thing, which makes sense.
There's people who have just went.
I wouldn't put it past Nick Cage, you know.
So there's like levels to it. So there's people who are like creepy and they're like, oh, I want to see this celebrity getting banged, right? And then there's people who are taking it the funny route, like the people putting Nick Cage's face into movies, which is hilarious. But there's the place in between where people are just getting people they don't like, and then turning them into people to get banged, and that is like
super just.
It's super dodgy, but it's really funny that, like, is it Mike Pence, the guy that the internet comment etiquette was always tweeting?
Mike Pence is the vice president.
So he's always tweeting him, and people have put him on, like, female porn actress bodies. It's atrocious and horrible, but at the same time, you can't help but laugh.
God.
I assume they'd probably would have put him on, like, a male actor getting banged by another guy.
I have a Cheesefund conspiracy corner ready for you. Oh, this Porcheg's conspiracy corner.
Hell yeah. Fucking love conspiracy corner.
The KSI and Logan Paul fight won't be them. It'll be pre-recorded actors. And they'll put their faces onto it because this technology now exists.
Oh my god. They're just gonna get the Conor McGregor fight and deepfake it.
Yes. Guys, I'm telling you. Look, and nothing is real anymore. Everything is fake. Oh.
Logan Paul's going to sound like a strange little Irishman. And
in a world where nothing's real, where are the rules? What are the rules anymore? I have no moral code. Right. On that bombshell, I think it's time to maybe drop in the comments.
Yeah, let's do it.
Did we get any iTunes reviews?
While I'm looking that up, you can read the other ones.
Yes. Okay, I'm going to start at the one from episode 6, because I don't know if we read this one. First of all, good job, you introduced yourself at the end this time. We might have read this one, but I'll read it again. This is from Emerald Neko Demon. I have enough anime going on in my head, I might just be able to make something interesting with Cheese's idea, so looking forward to finishing the first episode of BB Out, Burgie Boy Out. Ooh, I like that sign
I like that too, actually.
BB Out, baby. BB Out! I'm gonna use that. Everyone should leave their, leave their comments on BB Out. I like that. Emerald Neko Demon. Our resident scriptwriter. Linkara says, good to see some Krumbis merch up and running, boys. Does anybody else want to take some of these? I feel like I'm hogging them.
I'm looking up other stuff, Misty. Well, by the way, if you want merch, take a look on what is it? Teespring.com.
Teespring! It is teespring.com/stores/Krumbis-store. Get your merch now. I have mines. It feels good on my body, and it looks good on my body, and it's also on my body. If that doesn't sell it, I don't know what will. It is on my body.
Until it's not on your body, I said.
No, it's always on my body.
Okay.
No questions. The moment Porcheg talked about getting bread from a high shelf, I Google searched Olvia bread, in brackets, Black Desert server, instead of Bell, and got confused for a minute of why the search results were weird,
what
says
bread?
Puffy. Olvia?
Olvia?
I don't know what that is.
Olivia?
Probably olive bread.
It's a Black Desert server is what he searched up. He must have went into autopilot mode. I don't get it. I'm just reading it, okay? Don't shoot the messenger. Shoot yourself. Some script says, Ooga Booga, it's me, the scary American. Also, unrelated note to Jeff, my boy Jeff, he just tweeted something
He tweeted, tomorrow at an undetermined time, I will be streaming my efforts in making a Krumbis Bumbis animated in After Effects. Advice is welcome. Come and chill and help keep me working when I go live. This will already have happened.
So that's going to be, it's going to be a while away, but if you did stop by, or if you haven't stopped by to see it, leave Jeff a nice tweet. He's a lovely boy.
It's at Jeff Adath.
It seems like Misty's audio has been off since the 30-second mark. Also, weird empty pauses. Oh shit! So there's been an edit and mess up. Oh boy.
It's all good.
Well,
that's just me anyway. That doesn't matter about me being here. I'll be.
The thing is, your audio was messed up because you had a lot of cuts because you kept cutting out because Discord was broken.
Yeah, Discord broke and I had to disconnect and reconnect and stuff. So that probably threw it off a little bit.
I tried to fix it as best I could.
Yeah,
but then I
it's
didn't
okay.
have any better time sync things. It picks us towards the end.
We'll have to come up with a way of like figuring out how to get it back on track again after.
I tried to do it by ear, but it clearly hasn't worked.
Maybe we should. We should probably do a sync again afterwards, kind of.
I guess so, but then that's even more editing. And stuff. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Pucky says, "Oh yeah, it's fresh, boy." And John has went into the science of nukes for us because we were talking about nukes, and I was like, "How magnets? How do they work?"
It was basically how I was saying. When a nuke.
Yeah, I know. I know. He's about to explain it for us. Nukes work by putting a certain amount of radioactive material into a certain size space. If you can blow up a nuke, the chances are you'll blow up the radioactive material apart inside of
instead of closer together.
Preventing it going supercritical, going bang. If you can shoot down a nuke, you'll be fine.
You just move at insane speeds. Yeah.
Okay. Basically what you said.
Most missiles do, yeah.
Yeah, you can
but
shoot
if
them
you
down.
can get
I thought it would just
missile
blow up and make a big.
Well, there will be
boom,
radioactive residue, but that's
but
because
not as much.
It's not worldwide or state county.
Mr. Worldwide.
Continent-wide. Mr. Continent-wide
says. So how do you have an obligatory beach episode if cats hate water for the Neko No Dorobo episode?
Not all cats hate water. I've seen some cats go underneath a tap and just like literally drown their head in it.
I might need to go back and check that episode 8 and see how bad the audio is, because I thought I'd fixed it, but maybe I hadn't. So I might need to re-upload that if it's really bad. Nightmare. Luckily there was not any technical issues here, so hopefully nothing will get desynced. My bad.
I don't think we have any reviews on iTunes either.
Fix that, Burgie Boys.
Hop on,
BB out.
Write a review. Just if you can't think of anything to write, just let us know where you're writing the review from or what you had for breakfast.
There's always the Krumbis Bumbis Twitter, and if you leave a review anywhere, because there's other podcasting apps as well that will be available now that's on iTunes. If there's any preferred podcasting app that you use and you can leave comments there or anywhere, let us know that you did it, and we'll read out whatever you say on here, as long as it's not incriminating.
Incriminating implies we've done something wrong.
No, we've never done anything wrong. It's not a cult. There's nothing to worry about, feds.
What about if it incriminates somebody else?
Drink the Kool-Aid, Misty. Drink the Kool-Aid. Okay. Well, I was gonna say something. Shit. Fuck. Bitch.
Were those the three things you were
There's
going
your
to say?
cut. I did that deliberately, so you had to cut something. That's why he's
I'm not cutting that. Why would I cut that?
I'm gonna say something. Shit. Fuck. Yeah.
I guess we should just wrap it up there, so if everybody wants to just get into their Krumbis Bumbis sleeping bags, climb inside there, wrap up warm. There's a long winter ahead, unless anybody's got anything they want to say before we tie the knot.
I'm just getting it just now. Hold on.
There we go. Yeah, that fully works.
That was some nice audio there.
There we go. I'm nice and tight.
Yeah, and I guess we'll see you next week. Remember the Krumbis merch. So teespring.com/stores/Krumbis Bumbis shit. Krumbis-store.
Leave a rating on iTunes, and Krumbis Bumbis will shower you with many gifts.
And we'll see you next time on Krumbis Bumbis and the Burgie Boys. Good work.